Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, so welcome. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. So we're here today with the first episode of Steins Gate. We're starting a new journey, and this time it's the Steins Gate journey. Now, I don't know much about Steins Gate. I know two things, and I thought I'd mention them right away from the get-go. I know one, that when I was watching Neon Genesis Evangelion on this channel, people recommended Steins Gate right off the bat. They were like, yeah, if you're watching NGE, if you're watching Evangelion, you might as well watch Steins Gate as well. So I think they might be very similar, maybe in theme. And the second thing I know about Steins Gate is spoiler warning, I guess. If you've not seen Steins Gate and you're watching completely blind with me, skip about 10 seconds ahead. But like the one thing that I do know is that there's some sort of time mechanic or like time travel or something of that sort. I know it's something to do with time, and I'm not saying that because I'm thinking Stargate, but I'm pretty sure there's like something along with time in this show. So those are the two things that I know about Steins Gate. I know also, well, this really isn't, knowing anything about the show, but I also know that there is a Steins Gate 0, which obviously we'll be watching as well once I'm finished and once I've completed Steins Gate. But we can start the first episode titled Turning Point. Unfortunately, Crunchyroll doesn't have it, which was quite frustrating because I was, Crunchyroll has everything. Why am I paying for Crunchyroll? And then it didn't have Steins Gate, so I had to download it. So that's fine. It is what it is. It's just kind of annoying when you're paying for something and it doesn't have it. But yeah, episode 1, title Turning Point. Before we start, I just want to say a few things. One, all my reactions are timer based, as you can see right here, right down below. Also, I do currently have a Patreon where you can get 4 episodes early access. So if that's something that you're interested in, for $5 a month, you get 4 episodes early access. In addition to that, there's also a schedule, and you'll find when these videos come out. Mine is plus 1 day. So, these comes out on Saturday. It might be times where it'll come out on Sunday instead, or it might be times where they come out on Friday instead, just depending on how my, whether, Saturdays or Sundays are busy for me. So, they will shift it around by a day or so. But, in general, that's the schedule that you're seeing down below. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, episode 1, I would say let us get started. Also, I think I need to mention it. I know I mentioned the early access over on Patreon, but my early access episodes are also full length. So if you're thinking that, it's footage or, it's highlight based, no, everything is full length, regardless of where you go. Yeah, with that said, episode 1 of Steins Gate, I would say let us hop right in and see what this episode has in store for us, what the show has in store for us, and see what we can learn, deduct, and see from this show. Let me just make sure I'm right at the beginning, and then we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. I'm doing no end. Okay, we're getting philosophical here. Oh no. All right then, Ichi. All right then, Ichi. Well, most of the opposite, I guess. I always love this shot, like just the sun in anything, in any medium. Turning point. No opening. Damn it! I hate when the first episodes never have an opening because I'm just like, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Infiltration. Okay. I thought he's a doctor or a scientist or something, based on how he's dressed with the lab coat. Well, there goes what I know. So he's a scientist. Okay. Particle acceleration. Oh no. CERN. Ken, whatever, however you pronounce it. That's a time machine. I wish time travel was real. I don't think it is, besides time dilation. Mayuri. Oh, that was an evil laugh if I've ever heard one. Just buy something else. Throws it away. Alright, they're telling a name so often, I'm still gonna be struggling with it. Names I'll always struggle with. And that's just expected. I'm not even trying. Alright. Oh no. She's gonna be like, I don't know if it's a time machine going forward or backwards, but she's gonna be transported to a different time, isn't she? John Titor. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, she is clearly an important character just based off her hair. Straight up. Like, she is clearly an important character just based off of her hair. Everyone else is black hair, she's got red hair. So many names. So many names! How am I supposed to keep up with all that? Organization? Okay. Okay, this guy's delusional. Okay. Alright. Alright. He's delusional. Oh, I thought... Okay, I thought there was more to it, but no, he's delusional. You don't believe that yourself. Yeah. I'm talking to myself because I am my own consultant. "15 minutes ago." Alright. Okay, I think this guy spent one too many hours alone in his room studying. This is what happens if you... This is what happens when you study too much, ladies and gentlemen. Don't become like him. As I said, there's like some time shenanigans going on already. I feel like I need to write shit down. Static. Okay. I do feel like I need to write things out. I feel like it's going to be like a time situation where we're seeing like the past and the future collide, right? Exactly. That's not enough. Um, from outside. You know who that red hair reminded me of? She reminded me of people were simping off of a girl on Twitter like a year or two ago. She reminded me of that girl. I don't know what that girl's name is. I just know that Twitter was like simping over someone all like year, all season or something. uh, Well, I was gonna say I like how everything in this episode so far has been like extremely black and white, except for her hair and then the blood. And now, that sounds pretty fuego. I wish I could play the violin. What? Okay, no, there's definitely not more to him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be reacting like that. What's this episode called again? Turning Point. He goes back inside the building, tries to speak to her, and that's why later on she goes, "What were you trying to tell me about 15 minutes ago?" That's what's gonna happen here, isn't it? Okay, why is she the only one here? The bigger question is, why is she the only one here? That's about to fall. And now you decide to play the opening. Okay, already first episode. I'm a little lost. Ooh, not 5 meter. What's it like? 5 PB para. It's the guy. It's the dudes that make the Berserk opening. I think 2016 or 2017. Okay. I'm always hesitant when a show has time travel, if I'm being completely honest. I love time travel. Doctor Who used to be one of my favorite shows, but you need to have rules. And if they don't have rules, it's gonna be issue. It's gonna be an issue. She seems pretty alive here. So the opening is talking about time loop. I don't know whether that's the case. 2011. On his phone? Oh, never mind. An insane mad scientist. Hoin Kyoma. Karin. I'll try my best to remember his name. It'll probably take me about... I'll try my best to remember everyone's name, but it'll likely take me about, 3 episodes. Maishi. It's not. It's not. Alright. Not only are you a mad scientist, insane scientist, but you're an anarchist. Alpaca Man! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm done. I'm done. Alpaca Man is my goat. Although he's an alpaca. That man's even got a... Okay, I'm sorry, but you remind me too much of myself, and that's not a good. That's not a good thing. You don't want to ever be compared to myself, especially not by me. Got a little gun for for a remote. People have gone, right? So is it... Who's there, though? Is that like a time loop? Steins Gate? Roll credit? I'm just trying to I'm just trying to piece the pieces together. That is the coolest remote ever. It's like reminds me of like the Harry Potter ones that people used to use. Was like if you go a certain direction, it changes the channel. Damn it! I want to know more. Turn the TV on. Now, the question that I have got so many questions. No, never. Hostage. That's what we're going for. Damn. Got you by the bollocks. Alright. Alright. Man. Mediocre drink. Alright. Alright. It's quite annoying actually because I can hear not just the cicadas, I can actually hear the flies or whatever is buzzing in like the background. I think it might have been a bee actually. You know what the worst part is? If there is a time loop and he is the one that experiences it, he's already paranoid and psychotic. I don't think that's ever gonna happen either. Phone microwave. Well, does that matter? Does that matter? Has anyone ever looked at a microwave and been like, oh, why is it turning right? Damn. Is that actually what happens to a banana? If you put it, I'm not gonna try it. Usually I'm up for trying anything, but I'm definitely not gonna try it. At least put up. No. 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 Stop. 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 Yeah, stop. Come on now. They're gonna. I think the end. We're like 20 minutes in. I think the episode's gonna end with him meeting the girl that supposedly died. I think that's gonna be the cliffhanger. That's my prediction already. Satellite there. How though? That's just. At Chan. Ah, look at you. Work temporarily cancelled. Last week. He's gonna see her right here. Okay. I expected that cliffhanger. I didn't expect the texting part before that, and now I'm even more confused. Let's listen to the ending, and then I'll come up with some sort of hypothesis. I need my lab coat. Where's my lab coat? Just a show of a preview. Let's see. There's a minute left of this episode. I don't think the ending will be a minute long. Okay, NSFW. Straight up. Yeah, it's definitely a preview. Alright, coolio. One thing I'm gonna do though, before we continue, I need to go back. We need to go back to go forward. Right, I need to see. He sent that last week. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. Alrighty-yo. Alrighty-o. Alrighty-yo. Alrighty-yo. Well. I don't understand. I don't understand. I can give you my thoughts. Let me say out my thoughts. Let me say my thoughts out loud. So my thought here is this: there's some sort of time loop going on, and essentially, he can interact with the past via his phone, and it might be his phone that either initiates or that. I mean, we've got a time machine in the show that has to have some sort of value, some sort of use, right? They wouldn't just introduce a time machine and not have that actually like do anything, you know. But the reason why I'm so confused is because it's definitely a time loop. So like he experienced something and then he went back in time. Okay, that's I get that. What I don't get is how he's able to interact with the past. Like, how is he able to send a message from the end of the loop to the beginning of the loop? My next question is the loop permanent? My third question would be, is there any deviations in that loop? And I don't think there will be, because I think the way it's gonna go, it's gonna be like, I think there will be deviations. So like, you know, if he now does something completely different that he didn't do in a previous time loop, that means that the whole time loop is gonna change. That's what I think is gonna happen. Now the thing is as well, his phone. I think that's a catalyst. But if that's a catalyst, then what is the use of the time machine? So I think maybe the time machine can offset that time loop. So without knowing the rules or anything of that sort, it's very difficult for me to hypothesize, if I'm being completely honest. It's very difficult for me to like come up with any sort of theory. Few things that I will say. He's very much out there, which is a good and a bad thing. It is a bad thing because it's like I don't know what like which part of what you're saying I should take, serious, and what part I shouldn't. So like for a very first episode, I'm like, I don't know you well enough to know like what is BS and what is your grand illusions and what is actually like, serious. So that's one thing. Second thing is they mentioned a time traveler. They're like, oh, you stole this from X, Y, and Z, who said that he was a time traveler back in like the in 2000s or whatnot. He said John Tito. Now I wish time travel would be real. I really do, like in our real life, but it's obviously not. I think if it was, there'd be a lot of if time traveling to the past is real, there'd be a lot of evidence for that. Time traveling to the future, I would consider that more so time dilation. The whole thing, like if you're on a planet with a certain if you're either on a planet or you're on a ship or anything traveling at a certain speed, obviously you experience time different than what people on Earth do. So you could age slower in theory. So you could age 5 years, and meanwhile on Earth it's been 1,000 years, and that's the time dilation sequence. Which traveling to the future, I do believe exists. I believe it exists predominantly in like a time vortex, like a time dilation, but I also think like it exists in wormholes, traveling through wormholes, traveling through times that way. But I also don't, I think traveling to the future is possible. I don't think traveling to the past is, because that whole thing with like Stephen Hawkins, where like he hosted a party for time travelers, and he was like, he announced it the day after the party was up. So like, if you're a time traveler and if you showed up to the party, then you had to be a time traveler, because he hadn't announced that. But nobody showed up. You know what? If there is a time travel, if time traveling is real and you're watching this in the future, I want you to appear and knock on my door right now. Somebody just knocked on. No, I'm joking. Oh, that would be some shit, wouldn't it? But as of right now, there's a lot that's going on in this show. A lot that I can't even speculate on, because I don't know the rules, and I think that you need the rules, and I need more. I need to understand more. I need to get more before I can actually like make up my own thoughts on the matter, my own theories on the matter. Maybe I don't even need to make my own theories. Maybe they'll be presented to me. But yeah, she's alive. He's obviously gonna try and speak to her. He's probably gonna get cut off, and then she's gonna be like, "What did you try and tell me like 15 minutes ago?" Haha. And that's what they where they get to later. But now he won't be as startled. So that's why I don't think it's a closed time loop, like a repeating time loop where like it's gonna be the same thing all the time. I think there's gonna be like. Then the question also is like, when did the time loop start? There's a lot of questions that I have, and without answers, I can't really make any judgment. So I guess we'll just have to watch more and see more. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see more, you can do so over on patreon.com, where you can get 4 episodes early access if that's something that you're interested in. With that said, I will see all of you in the next one. Everyone, I do want to see and watch the next episode to hopefully get and understand more in regards to this show. So I'll see you all then, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out. Have a nice day. And as always, bye.